Hey, you guys. Hello. All right, my apologies for being tardy and late for those of you that wanted to join me live. Facebook keeps changing, and I can go live on my MacBook in the groups that I've created, but I cannot go live from my computer on my Facebook page. It's very interesting. And so I'm just curious what else is possible with that? So it's Wednesday, it's coffee chat with me, Catherine Oster. Hello, how are you? Hey! Okay, so if you are watching this, can you type me a comment? Because sometimes I can see them and sometimes I can't. And I would love to see your comments today. All right. So if I'm not seeing anything in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to assume that I'm not seeing comments today. Oh my God, Lori, I can see your comment. Good afternoon. Beautiful you. Yes, great. I can see comments. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about different, not less. So it is going to be a different kind of Christmas this year. And what if it doesn't have to be less? What does that mean? Well, for anybody that's watching this in the future, what if there's somebody watching this in like 10 years and they're like, what the heck? Oh yeah, COVID-19, the pandemic, right, okay. So we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, COVID-19, and there's restrictions. You are limited to only your immediate family in your household. And therefore, Christmas celebrations are just going to be different this year. And so, when I was looking at what Christmas could be like, what really popped was that quote that describes autistic people or people that are different. Hi, Donna. What if Christmas this year is different? It's a different kind, not what if it is. It is a different kind of Christmas this year. But what if that doesn't mean it has to be less? How can you celebrate Christmas in a way that works, that's different, but not less? So, it's really inviting us to ask that question. How could that look for you? And you've got a couple of days to plan something. What if you started asking that question? What kind of different Christmas could we have that is not less? It's kind of like, when you sit around and you are wallowing in the energy of despair and, oh my God, this sucks, and bleh, like when you were just kind of in that. Aha, Lori, I love that. Lori posted, hi, Julie. Lori posted, for me, this is like a Christmas from my childhood. I'm loving it, right? How does it get any better than that? Hey, Julie. All right, so yeah, when you're just sitting around wallowing in the wah wah, oh my, I can't get together with all of my friends. Hi, Irene. I can't celebrate with my family in the way that I normally would. What is this Christmas celebration inviting you to discover that's different? So, what if instead of wallowing, I mean, if you want to wallow, I don't want to take that away from you. Like, go ahead and wallow. But if you were tired of wallowing, what if you started asking, what kind of different Christmas could I celebrate that could be more fun than I could ever imagine possible? What kind of different Christmas could I create and choose that would be more fun than I could ever imagine possible? I love that. That's really yummy. So, I wanted to invite you to that possibility today. And then I want to tell you a really cool story about this hat. Oh my God, this hat like lights me up. Okay. So this, it's so soft And I never really thought that I would be a person that loved fur. But let me tell you, this is like yum. And so thank you, Julie. So what I was asking, I've been I have been doing this online challenge. It's a 5-week challenge with a group of people, and we're on week 4 now. And we're starting to strengthen and cultivate intimacy with us. And we were asking questions. One question that I've been asking in particular is what lights me up? What's fun for my body? What is going to give me that energy of joy, fun, also the energies of, hi Leanne, of sensualness, and what are items that I could add to my life that would add to those energies? Okay, so that sounds like a really long question. I know. But yeah, and so I work at this amazing store called the Paradise Hill Ranch in Western Wear. And I was flipping through this catalog the one day. It's called Crown and Cap, is the supplier that I was looking through. And I saw these hats like in their catalog. And I was like, oh my God, those are amazing. Like, I would love one of those. Now, it was funny how how that was so loud for me. I've never thought about owning or wearing a fur hat before, but with this one, this is the one that was in the catalog. It was like, oh my God, I want that. And then I went into this other thing. Merry Christmas, Leanne. Thank you. Then I went into this other thing where I was like, oh my God, it's a fur hat. It's going to cost like hundreds of dollars. And yeah, Lori says the best store ever. I know, it's so fun. Okay, so this fur hat, it's going to cost me like hundreds of dollars. Like, seriously. And it's so extravagant. I'm like, really? But I'm like, there was no denying it. I wanted this hat. Now, we had already put in our order from that supplier. So it didn't really feel light to put in another order just for this hat. So I just kind of left it. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe next year when we do our order from the supplier, I'll put an order in for this hat. And then, yeah. And then I was kind of wondering about the size. Like, would it fit me? Would it be too big? Because they're not stretchy. Like, it is a little bit, but not really. What if it doesn't fit when I order it, and I'm committing? Like, it was kind of weird, but I knew I wanted it. It was like that. And so I was doing some Christmas shopping a couple of days ago in Lloydminster. And I was in the sheepskin loft and I was just browsing. I had kind of found the gifts that I wanted to buy already there. And I was just browsing and I saw the hat. The hats were there. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, there's the hat. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't want to look at the price tag because already stuff in that store, I would say, is probably more money than I would normally spend on things, like normally in quotation marks. But I'm like, okay, I'm just going to look at the price tag. And it was $30. $30. I was like, oh my God, damn it. How does it get any better than this? And I tried it on. I'm like, is it going to fit in my head? And it fit like a glove. Like it literally, my body like sucked it on. It was so good. And it lit me up and I'm like, oh my God, it made me so excited and giddy. And so this is my Christmas gift to myself, this fur hat for $30. Like, you honestly just never know what you will come across and find when you actually ask for things. Okay, and Leanne, thank you, Leanne. Leanne bought a ring yesterday. Oh my God. It's extravagant and nothing that I've ever chosen before, she says. Yeah, like, so this is a different kind of Christmas. This is the energy of a different kind of Christmas that I'm talking about, that I am inviting you to. Choosing things. What could you choose for you that you have never chosen before? Hi, Kyla. Like for me with this fur hat, and for Leanne with her ring, and it doesn't have to be like, what would actually be fun for you and light you up? What would a different kind of Christmas look like for you that's more fun than you can ever imagine possible. I'm starting to sweat in this hat. It's really warm. I can see the glow starting to come out on my face. It's not made for wearing indoors. Hi, Kyla. So yeah, I wonder how much fun you could have. And I just wanted to show you guys, or to tell you this funny story about the hat, because it's like ask and receive. You know, that was probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago that I saw this hat, and it showed up in a way that I never expected it. Literally followed the energy to the store. I had no idea that I was ever going to find this hat in person, and there it was. So I wonder what gifts the universe has waiting for you. That if you would just ask that question of how much fun could I have this Christmas, would show up, rather than wallowing in what you're missing that you call normal. What's beyond normal? I'm so excited to discover. All right. I adore you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and Merry Christmas from me to you. Bye-bye.